Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday as we're taking a live look at downtown Green Bay and the county courthouse there. And as you can see, there is quite a bit of snow still falling across northeast Wisconsin this morning. Just I don't want to call it a dusting because we're expecting about 3 to 5 inches in certain places, Shane, but it's in a portion of it's going to be spaced out throughout the time. So we're looking at Appleton now, and as you can see, crews have been there downtown Appleton working through getting those roads cleared up. It's the same in Oshkosh this morning. We'll just take a look across northeast Wisconsin right now. Here's a live look at Manitowoc. You can still see the flakes are falling there in Manitowoc as you see that winter weather advisory for several counties, Shawano County included in that. Our Shawano Skycam, this might look like some people's windshields if they had to park outside last night due to all of that snow. And then we want to take a quick peek at the 511 DOT map that is available to us as well. And Shane, you drive up from the valley every morning to work here, and you had to deal with some of those conditions on the highways. How are things looking out there?
It wasn't good. I had a car actually spin out in front of me into the ditch. I think they were okay, but yeah, they weren't. The roads were not great this morning coming up 41 North.
Not the best conditions out there, so definitely make sure you are staying safe, leaving yourself some extra time as, again, we're expecting those conditions to kind of remain throughout the day here as that weather kind of moves through and we see that snow falling. I know a lot of folks who are hoping to participate in some winter activities. They're not disappointed about the snow that's falling, but again, just want to be safe. Make sure that you're giving yourself some extra time to get to where you are going on this Friday. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Emerson Lehmann here alongside photojournalist Shane Fitzsimmons, and before we
go ahead,
please.
You know who is excited about the weather?
Who's that?
My husky.
Your husky?
Cannot get her to come in the house.
Running around, it's fun, right? Huskies, they enjoy that cold-like atmosphere.
Yeah.
They want to run around and enjoy that. So good. I'm glad.
She's loving it.
What's her name?
Cora.
I knew that. I just needed you to remind me and let everybody else know.
She's happy as can be.
Cora is thrilled to be running around in the snow, and we're thrilled for Cora as well. So that is great news here. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm pulling up the right stuff here. So as we've been doing on these Friday mornings, we haven't done one in a little while because you had off, and then I did one on my own when
holidays
you
were
weren't there,
in
and then
there.
I was off, and we had the holiday. So we are trying to make it a habit.
Good to be back
on these Friday mornings. It is good to be back to talk about our small town story that we did. So if you missed Small Towns last night, it airs every Thursday on Action 2 News at 6. You missed our trip to Princeton to check out a wood carving club there that we learned about from our friend Mark Kennitz, who we did a story on in Green Lake back in I think that was around October, November time when we talked with Mark, and he told us when we were there.
You have an update on Mark, don't you?
I do. So for those of you who remember Mark Kennitz and our Green Lake small town story, Mark does some really amazing paintings. And he had won 2 different Wisconsin DNR postal stamp contests. And like a week after our small town aired, he found out that he won another one. So he's added to his collection there. Big congratulations to Mark for being able to win that. He was so excited to share that with us. And he told us about this awesome wood carving club who do just like the name sounds. They carve wood, all these different projects, and we now have the capability to share that story with you in full right here. So what Shane and I are going to do is we're just going to stop talking for about 3.5 minutes here, let you watch that story, and then we'll chat a little bit about it afterwards and what we really enjoyed with that story, so to speak. So please enjoy Small Towns, Princeton, and we'll be right back.
Well, like I say, I've always worked with my hands.
You might say Tuesday is the favorite day of the week for Mario DeStefanis.
Mondays, I better get my stuff ready to come on Tuesday.
That stuff includes some carving utensils, a glove to protect the fingers, and most importantly, wood. The canvas of choice for the Wood Wizards Carving Club. How long have you been a member of the Wood Wizards?
Since January 6th of 2006. Saw an ad in one of the local flyers, And I said to my wife, I'm going to go down there and just see what it's like. Came and saw somebody I knew, and he handed me a knife and a piece of wood, and here we are.
With 20 years under his belt, 87-year-old Mario is the club's most veteran carver. He and fellow member Harlan Barkley hope others will find their way to the American Legion Hall in small-town Princeton and join the fun.
Either Mario or I are here around between 8 and 8:15, and we carve till 11 or later sometimes. One of the nicest things about the club is we share patterns, we share wood, we share knowledge, all those kinds of things.
With just 7 members right now, Harlan admits it's more of a social gathering than a commitment.
Very, very informal. We'll have guys that come and don't even feel like carving that day, and they'll just sit around and chat. There's no pressure. It's fun.
Gary Hazelberg is the group's newest member.
I've always been into woodworking and carving.
Looking for some fun in his retirement years, he joined on a whim and hasn't looked back.
It's kind of nervous when you first walk in because you don't know these people, but they're so welcoming. They really made me feel welcome as the new member in the group. It's nice to see what other people do, you know, some of the different tools they use, the sanding blocks and things like that, the way they do things.
The carving and even wood burning includes passion projects.
This is one that I actually entered this in one of the carving club contests and won a first place blue ribbon with that, which I'm very proud of that.
Award-winning, right there.
Yeah, right.
And those with community impact, like these handheld crosses shared with hospice patients across northeast Wisconsin.
The crosses and things like that, you know, it's meaningful to do something like that, and that adds a lot to it.
It's amazing how it will change a person's attitude to do something for somebody else. And when this lady from the hospice tells us that there are people who are not really doing too well, and what a little cross like that can do for them as far as just making them feel a little better and just a little consolation with their issues. It makes it all worthwhile.
When the work is done and wood carvings swept up, they go their separate ways until next week, Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock.
Just having new people come in, and what's really fun is if they come in and they have no experience, and we can help them get started and learn a hobby that they can enjoy for the rest of their life if they want to.
If you find out it's interesting, great. You know, if you don't, hey, we met a new friend.
Reporting in Princeton with photojournalist Shane Fitzsimmons.
It's a very big part of my life and my, you know, the pleasure that I get out of being with these guys.
I'm Emerson Lehmann for Small Towns. Such a fun story for us to share right there, and I love that closing shot as well when you've got the state of Wisconsin there all carved into wood. But just the thing that I really enjoyed, Shane, the attention to detail that these gentlemen have. And I mean, we heard from Mario there, he'd been doing it for, he's celebrating 20 years this year. But, you know, Harlan, him and Mario kind of the two leaders, and he said, I had no experience when I showed up to this. And they sat down, they learned from others, and now they're helping lead the organization and being a part of it. And I actually got a text from Harlan last night. He told me, we've got 2 new members since you came in and did the interviews with us, and they're hopeful that after this story airs and more people learn about them and the work that they do and just the fun that they have, they're hoping more people are involved in well. So
I thought it was neat that none of them are from Princeton.
Not exactly.
This is where they show up.
Some are from Green Lake, some from the Neshkoro area, some from Watoma, some from Ripon, and they all just gather there in Princeton and say, hey, anybody's welcome. So every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, they're all joining there and just wanting to spend time with one another. You know, they said sometimes people will show up and they might carve for 45 minutes, an hour, and the other 2, they spend the time just chatting. But yeah, they said, I think it was like $6 or $7 to help cover the costs of the Legion Hall there. But they say, come on down. You could have 0 experience. They'll give you a tool, a carving glove to protect the fingers, a piece of wood, and they will get you on your way. And as Gary said, you know, if you like it, awesome. if you don't, we made a new friend and we experienced it. But they were just so welcoming
just
to us.
see some of the art they were making.
The attention
Really,
to detail
really impressive.
was so fun to see, and just a really, really cool group to be able to chat with. You know, the ability that they have there to just enjoy themselves and really converse. And I mean, just look at that. There's some wood burning and some painting involved in that, and they just do a really good job sharing the experience with all. And they were so excited to chat with us and to talk about the work that they do. There's our buddy Mark in the red shirt right there. He's the one who told us about it, and we let Mark know as well that we were gonna not only share with folks his recent success, but we wanted to share his story again as well. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, you can head to our comment section. We shared last night's story, and just below it we shared his story of the work that he does down there in Marquezan to continue helping spread. He raises money for a lot of charities with his work. He'll say, oh, you've got a charity, you need to auction something off. Here's this high-class, fantastic painting that you can have, and we'll let you auction that off and raise some money for your organization. So just some really cool people. They obviously, in the story that you watch, they talk about the crosses that they're doing. So very selfless individuals wanting to help others, and that's the fun part about these stories, Shane, is we get to meet individuals like that.
That was the part, I think, that took this story a level above.
So the next step, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So fun, so cool. We're always enjoying these stories. We're always enjoying you all sending us ideas as well. So we've got a shoot scheduled for next week that involves some high school kids who are making a difference. So really looking forward to that one. And next week's the next two stories, I think, folks from here in Wisconsin, Northeast Wisconsin in particular, really going to enjoy them. Music lovers will like next week's, and then if you're a fan of Sheep's Head, you'll want to tune in 2 weeks for that story. So we've been busy. We're starting 2026 strong. We enjoyed our trip to Porterfield for last week, and we enjoyed this trip here. And we just want to keep bringing you some fantastic stories. So again, if you have any ideas, please make sure that you are leaving them in the comment section. You can message our WBAY Small Towns page. Make sure to give that a like as well. It's tagged in this post, and you can send a message to there as well. And there's a good chance that you might hear from Shane or myself, and we might just be making a trip to your small town. So thanks so much for joining us on this Friday morning. A pleasure as always. Really hope you enjoyed this week's story. Hope you're not too upset about the snow that's falling out there as we take another live look at Manitowoc. We haven't done a Manitowoc Small Towns yet, have we? I do not believe we have.
We'll have to put that on.
So
on
Manitowoc is going to have to be on our short list here as we continue into 2026. But stay safe out there, everyone. Have a great Friday, and keep staying tuned to Action 2 News, and keep watching Small Towns Thursdays on Action 2 News at 6. Have a good one.
Thanks, everybody.